Good morning, girls. I hope everyone is well and that you've had a fantastic weekend. It is Monday morning, so here we are. I actually love Mondays, and I'm wondering, do other people love Mondays too, or am I a little bit weird? Is that just me? I haven't always loved Mondays. I remember being in a job I really did not like, and I used to dread every Monday. So I'd be looking forward to Friday all week. Friday night, Saturday, would be fantastic, and then by Sunday night, I was starting to get the downers again because I didn't want Monday to come because I didn't like it. But times have changed. I love working for myself, and I love doing this. And I like coming and talking to you guys at 10 o'clock on a Monday morning. So here we are, and here we go again. I'm going to go through the updates. You might notice I am holding my phone this morning. The reason being that I'm actually going to switch it around and show you some of my favourite things from my pre-order. If you've already got your pre-order, I'd love to hear what your favourites are as well. If you haven't already got your pre-order, this might inspire you what is worth getting. Of course, it's just my opinion, but we have some beautiful things on our pre-order list. And if you haven't found the pre-order list and haven't actually started ordering yet, totally up to you. You can wait for the 4th of next month if you like to get more things, but there's plenty in pre-order to keep us happy before that. And I'll talk about that. But we are going to go over the weekly updates from last week. It is Monday, and as I say every week, they come out on a Tuesday evening. So anytime you want to see what's brand new, head to the demonstrator website, go to the main page, and you will notice that when you log in on the very front page, if you scroll down a little bit, there's a bit that says current updates, and under current updates is last week's. So on a Tuesday evening you'll find new ones, okay? And at the moment it's definitely worth checking because we have so much going on with the new catalogue coming out. You probably need to stay on top of it all. So I'm just going into my team page where I am right now on my phone. I'm just going to go in there on my computer as well so I can see if you guys comment, because in a minute I'm going to go live. I'm going to switch the phone around. Well, I am live, but I'm going to switch the phone around so we can see some of the stuff from pre-order, okay? I hope that will be helpful to someone. I'd love to have a conversation with anyone who wants to chat about what it is that they're enjoying. Okay, so let me just make that bigger. Okay, I can see comments, although at the moment there aren't any. So when you pop in here, please say hello so I know who's watching and I can talk back to you. All right. My arm is starting to get sore. I should have put it in the holder after all. You know what? Let's just do that, and then I can always still switch it around. It'll be a bit jumpy when I pull it out, but Denise, I see you're trying to get on. Is that right? All right. Let me just, hey Denise, how you going? Nice to see you there. I hope your weekend was good, and I hope you're feeling better, because I know you weren't well last week. So, are you still off work? I'm hoping that you're able to get a bit of time for yourself. All right, let me pop this in the holder, just so it's a little bit more, solid, because at the moment I feel like, okay, and I'll switch that around. Let me put it in here. Sorry about my camera, my hand being in the stuff. Zip it up so it's stronger and it's not going to fall down. There we go. I should have done that at the start, but I didn't because I thought I'm going to switch it around so you get to see my messy floor behind me. Well, yeah. I'm in a bit of a clean-up thing happening at the moment, trying to sort some stuff out, getting ready for the new catalogue and getting rid of old retired stuff. So I've got stuff everywhere, but that's okay. I'll get that fixed. Off week was slowly getting better. Yeah, look after yourself, honey. I know it's not nice when you feel down. Actually, Emma, my daughter, is meant to be working on uni stuff today, but for the very first time in years, she started getting migraine symptoms last night. So she's in her room, no devices, everything's dark. She's trying to stave off this migraine that she thinks she might be getting. So they're very nasty when they do hit, but I'm hoping that she can maybe sleep through it or make it less by doing all the right things. The dark room, no lights, no devices, all that stuff. A little bit of caffeine apparently is meant to be good, not too much. A little bit of food. So we'll see. When she was a child, she used to have them quite often, and she would get a migraine, and she gets a buzzing sensation in her jaw, and that she had that last night, and that was the first time in years. But once the migraine is finished, she seems to be back to normal until she might just throw up unexpectedly, and that's not all that much fun when that happens. Yeah. Anyway, let's hope we can get it before it gets bad. All right, so I'm looking at last week's updates. Just going to tell you what was there. The most important thing in last week's updates, the thing that I think is really important, we can start preparing for it now, is there is a joining special in May. Okay, that's pretty cool. And it is basically extra dollars of product in your starter kit. So it's a good deal. The starter kit is still $169. That hasn't changed, but instead of getting $235 worth of product, you get, hey Nadia, hi there. You'll be getting $283 worth of product, so nearly an extra $50. I think it's $48 extra stuff. So always a good time to join with the deal that we always have. It is such a good thing for our customers. However, I'm just going to swing this around. Oh, I can't swing this around because I've got stuff down here that I can't move that way. That's why I'm sort of over to the side, and I don't want to go any further over this with my camera because then you'll see how bad my desk is right now. So so yeah, I'll just stay here on one side of the video and hope that that's not too bad. But yeah, basically when there's a joining special, it gives us an extra reason to talk to our customers about joining that we might not normally have. So, I mean, obviously joining at any time is a good idea. If you guys have been listening to Brenda Stir, some of you may, she did a talk on recruiting or signing up new people. She did that back in the Demonstrator Planning Place group, and you could search on her name over there and you'll probably find that video. You would find that video. It was absolutely fantastic. She's got so many good thoughts on the subject, and I love what she has to say. But she talks about, and if you don't remember anything else from this morning's live, if you remember this, she talks about the phrase that pays. If you haven't heard that before, this is something she says. You say it in your own words, but you say it to let someone know that you are trying to get the best deal for them. Because recruiting or having someone join with you is actually not for you. It's for them. It's because it's best for them. Okay. If I take the idea that I'm here to serve my customers and my team members. My job is to serve them. If I can help them get the very best value they can possibly get, then I'm doing my job right, whether that be as a customer or for you guys as team members. Okay, I want to help you get the best value you can. If that's teaching you something new, how to do something, whatever, whether it be techniques for or storage ideas or whatever. I want to be able to serve my community, whether they be customers or team members, and actually provide to them the best value that I can. So that's why I like that phrase that pays. And here it is. This is it. Okay. I would not be doing my job if I did not help you maximize your value. All right. Or a variation of that. But that's the phrase, all right? I would not be doing my job if I didn't help you get the most you possibly can out of your starter kit or this opportunity or fill in the blank, okay? I would not be doing what I'm supposed to be doing if I did not help you maximize your value. And that's the phrase that pays, okay? If you're saying that, you're putting the customer or the person that you're talking to, your team member, whoever it is, you're putting them first, and you're telling them that you're there to serve them and to help them get the best that they can get. So I hear a lot of people say, look, I don't want to sign up this person because that person is my best customer. Here's the thing, there'll be other customers, all right? And eventually, someone who just keeps buying and buying and helping you support your quarters, eventually they may move on, they may not craft anymore, they may have a life change, all sorts of things can happen. They're not going to be there forever. That's why we're kind of always looking for new people, because the ones that we have, we can't expect them to stay forever. Or they may buy from a different demonstrator. There's all sorts of things that can happen. But if you don't offer them the opportunity to sign up, sure, they might say no, but then you know worse off. But if you don't offer them opportunity to sign up, then they may move on at some point. And even people who sign up eventually may move on, but they're more likely to stick around because then they're getting more value. They're getting a discount on their product. They're getting perks like getting early stuff before everybody else. They get access to information, tutorials, a community. There is so much good stuff about being a demonstrator. So that's why having a joining special in May, from the 4th of May to the end of May, we have this joining special. It's extra dollars in the starter kit, and it just gives you an opportunity or an excuse to reach out to your customers, especially the ones who regularly put in orders, especially if they're big orders. They could be getting a discount on those things, okay? And that's why it's so cool. And it is so much better doing this with a friend. From a longevity point of view, you're much more likely to build a business and find it easier if you have people to work with from a community point of view, but also team members who help contribute to your income down the track. Now, they don't actually contribute themselves, Stampin' Up! Does that for you, but it helps them, and then they are in the same situation that they can help other people below them if they choose to do that. A lot of people, I've heard them say, oh, I don't want to recruit, it's too much hassle. Let me tell you, it isn't a hassle. They're then able, we're all independent demonstrators, okay? That means we aren't reliant on each other. And I come across a lot of people who think that whether or not you can be successful depends on your upline. No, it doesn't. It depends on you, totally on you. I do not have a connection to my upline. I mean, she's out there, I know where she lives and everything, but we're not in touch. Not because we don't like each other, just because we're not in touch. We don't move in the same circles. She's not doing the business like I am. So it's not really on her radar. So if I was to run into her in the street, I'd be happy to see her. And if I was allowed to, I'd give her a hug. Be nice to see her. But I can't even think when I last, it's been years since we spoke. So I see her on Facebook occasionally, but we don't even really connect there. So it's just, there is nothing that she's done that I'm particularly annoyed about, or she with me, or any of that. We just don't move in the same circles. And so I have always, almost since the beginning, I mean, at the beginning I remember asking her a lot of questions, which, to be fair, she hadn't joined much before me, so she didn't know the answers to most of my questions, so I had to go off and find the information myself. And I'm not saying that that's the way it should be necessarily, because sometimes people do need to get information from their uplines, and I try and provide information from my team members. However, that's totally up to the individual. Everyone's at a different place. Some people are running it as a business, some people aren't. So you don't need an active upline in order to be active yourself, or to be successful either. I've proved that. You don't need to have that connection to an upline, whatever people might say. So, but certainly reach out if you need help. I encourage that, and that is something that I believe that I'm here for. I'm here to help team members if they need a hand. And I'm trying to help them maximize their value. So back to that phrase that pays, that's what we're always trying to do. We're trying to look at that person, what is best for them. And sometimes you'll offer it to somebody and they'll say, no, not for me. And that might mean not for me ever, but it might not. It might mean not for me right now. Maybe later, maybe down the track when my circumstances change, I'll feel differently. Okay. I love the community of being a demonstrator. Most of my friends are demonstrators, and my closest friends are demonstrators. And I'm so grateful for that community, which has got me through some really tough times in my life. So yeah, very, very grateful to have that. Okay, there's a couple of other things in the updates from last week. There was a thing about Backstage. If you're Silver Elite, or if you're Silver Elite by, I think it's by the end of May, um, registration starts on the 25th of May and goes to the 18th of June. So I think if you're a Silver Elite by then, you can register. And Backstage is going to be online again this year, another virtual event. I have to tell you, last year's event, it was meant to be in New Orleans, and then of course that got cancelled. Like so many things, but we did it online, and it far surpassed my expectations. It was fantastic. I had some of the other girls who were registered, some of the other Silver Elites came over here to my house. We had breakfast, which was lovely. And it was just a really, really nice time of community. We did a lot of networking between each other and also with the girls online, but also we learned a lot. And I thought it was one of the best, it's probably the best virtual event I've ever been to. It was fantastic. So they're doing it again this year. It was meant to be in Las Vegas this year. Of course, that's not happening. So going online again. But we know we can do it. Having done it once, it was a really great event. Okay, next week. Tuesday of next week is the 4th of May, and of course everyone knows what that day is. It's the new catalogue. There's a whole bunch of information on the new catalogue. There's lists of products, there's colours, all sorts of things on the What's Happening tab on your demonstrator website. Go to What's Happening, then go to catalogues, and you'll see in the promotions there, or you can go from the weekly updates. You can just click on the catalogue details page and it'll bring up all that information. So heaps and heaps of resources that you can start posting, all sorts of things that you can do. There's also a little bit of a story about Sandra Rule in the US, who's just reached the $1 million milestone. I love those stories. I love how nearly all of them have such humble beginnings. You know, they bought a kit and just wanted a discount, or they bought a kit and thought they'd just sell to their friends or something, and now they're sold $1 million worth of product. I mean, who would have thought? Who would have thunk that? It's just, that's crazy. But I love those stories because it just shows me what can be done. It's very exciting. All right, that is the weekly updates for last week. I thought we might switch the camera around, so I'm going to rattle things around a little bit, and I'm going to show you my favourite things from the new catalogue that I already have from the pre-order, and we can quickly talk about those. And I'd love to hear what your favourite things are, so please comment with those, okay? All right, let me get this switched around, and let's see what we can do with that. I bought that spiral die stamp because I really wanted to play with that, and I thought it'd be fun to show off the new colours with it, which is what I've done. Let me just pop this in. Get this. Sorry about this. Can everyone see that okay? All right. Okay. I'm just going back. So if you do have comments about anything, please comment, because you know that's how I connect with you guys while I'm doing these things. Alright, so these are the cards I made, and as you can see, I made them in the new in colours. I think they turned out really pretty. I really like them, but I do have other plans for this, because I really like the look when you stamp it and then move it slightly or twist it so that you get the, you know, do a second colour, so it really does start to look like tie-dye. But this was just how it was, basic, one colour on white, and I did it in each one of the new colours. The other thing I put on here, I hope you can see this, these open weave ribbons in the 5 in colours are absolutely beautiful. You can see it here. I've got, this is the polished pink, which actually, to be honest, looks really, it's a bit like the Magenta Madness. I think you can use it with either. So here I've used it with the polished pink, but it's quite bright and it does look really, really great with Magenta Madness. So you can use it with both. I've also used a die. I'll show you these in a moment from the, ooh, what is that called? It's called the Scallop Contours dies. Let me show you. So I really, really like these. I think these are great. I haven't pulled everything out of my pre-order. I just thought I'd show a few of my favorites. These dies are going to be fantastic. They are so, so good. I love all the different nested shapes that we have here. We have all these different rectangles, but they each one have different designs in the outside. So this one's got like the little cutout pieces. This one has dots. This one has dashes, lines, and little cutouts, dots is on this little tiny one as well. And that one there is the one I used for my words. You see that, for my sentiment. I also added a little dot. These are the new In Colour gems. I love these. These are fantastic. My favourite, if you can see them, is the green. The green has all these other colours in it. It's really, really striking. So I just think they're so pretty. So I put one of each colour on its appropriate colour one. So it was just a way to showcase some of these new things. Anyway, I thought you'd like to see the new colours. What do people think of the new colours? Do you like the colours? I like the way they all look together. I just think as a group, they look lovely. And they remind me a little bit of one we had a few years ago. They're long gone now, but I'm trying to remember that there was Peekaboo Peach, and I can't remember, there was a pink and there was a purple in there. So there was those, but there was a blue. There was blues, no greens, I believe. So yeah, I'll have to go back and look at my catalogue and see which ones I'm talking about, but some of you may already know. I like them too. Is there one, Nadia, that you particularly like, of the new colours, or you like them all? Because sometimes it's hard to pick. So the reason that I bought, there's a set colour and, I think it's a colour and contour or something like that set. Let's have a quick look. And I'm going to show you a few of my other favourite things. So random, I'm just picking things at random. These are the scalloped boxes. You can see how big they are. They're really, really big. Okay, and they have a little lid, and they're beautiful. I think they're really, really nice. So I will be playing around with these quite a bit. If you want to, I mean, it does hold together without any adhesive or anything, but I would be tempted to put a bit of adhesive here so that will sit flat, and so on. So that would be my suggestion. But I think they're really, really nice. I think there's 10 in a pack. All right, let me show you some other things I've got. I've got these bags. These are also in the In Colours, and they are little ombre bags, and I think they're really, really cute. You can stamp on them, or you could put something die cut. I think I got them because I think they'll be nice. I'm going to do a catalogue launch, and I think they'll be really, really nice for my customers who come to a catalogue launch to put something, a little goodies or something in, which I think are really nice. And they're just called ombre gift bags. So I always like that kind of gift giving stuff. And then what else have we got? Okay, so I'm doing a technique class this month, and I'm going to use, I decided to use the linen paper. I'm just hoping it all arrives in time for me. I mean, I've got enough to run the class, but I'm hoping it arrives in time for me to include it as a product-based class, and I'll get a pack of this in their class. So the linen paper is, I don't know if you can see it, it is fabric, actual linen, but it has an adhesive back. So you can actually, you know, cut shapes out of it, whatever. It will run through your die cutting machine just fine. Colour them, do different things to them, and then peel the adhesive off the back and stick it down. I think they're great. Very clever little idea. And you can, you know, apply colour with a sponge, or yeah, I'm interested to play around with this quite a lot. And like I said, I'm doing it as a technique class because I want to show how to use it. And so I'm going to come up with some really cool ways of using the linen paper, but it's lovely. Then we also have, this is the shimmer vellum. Now this was on my wish list almost straight away. It is in the In Colours again, and let's open it up. So you can see all the colours, but can you see the shimmer on it? Have we had shimmer vellum before? Does anyone know? Because I think that's really, really special. I think it's lovely. And sort of haven't even thought about what I'm going to do with this yet, but I mean, vellum is kind of my jam anyway. I just love vellum. But then to add shimmer to it, just, I mean, how could I not get that? So yeah, that's, haven't even thought about what I want to do with it yet, but I will come back to you on that. I think it's beautiful. I did get the evening, sorry, what's it called? Elegance paper. Simply Elegant it's called, which is this one here with the copper foil and the silver. Anyone who's been around for a while knows I've got a big thing for copper. And, ooh. And so one side has got this beautiful foil design on it, and the other side is flat. So it is actually quite beautiful. That one's got the copper, and see, then you've got black and white on the reverse there. So look at that, gold. So different coloured metallics. There's been quite a trend over the last couple of years to mix metallics together. So they've certainly done that with this paper. I like this simple design here on the back. Looks like tiles. I always love that kind of tiled look. So we have some beautiful things. These would be lovely for making boxes, and the paper is a good weight, so not too thin. So you could make boxes with it. There we go. That's nice. All right, so that's that one. I haven't got the rest of the set yet. I didn't get the, can't get everything right, and I didn't get the Elegant stamp set or the punch, but I just thought the paper kind of, whenever I see a specialty paper, this is my little tip for you. Whenever I see a specialty paper, I always get it. And the reason why is because if a paper says it's specialty, chances are you can't see how special it is in the catalogue. Okay, if it's specialty, it's got to be seen to be believed. So I always get them, and it's when I show the specialty papers to my customers, they want it. Or if we use it in a project, they want it. So it's really nice to be able to do that for your customers, to have those specialty papers on hand. And then while we're in the theme of shimmer, there's also this glitter paper, and I'm a big fan of glitter paper, for anyone who didn't know that already. And this is called the Ombre Specialty Paper. Isn't the paper beautiful, Nadia? I love it. Just gorgeous. Alright, so this is just divine. This is the glitter paper, and it comes in a number of colours. The colours are listed in the catalogue, I believe, but let's have a look and see if it's also on here. No, it isn't. So let's guess what they are. I'm going to guess this is Cameo Coral. Maybe Daffodil Delight, Misty Moonlight for sure, and Highland Heather or Gorgeous Grape. I think it's Highland Heather, and it's glittery. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. That is just beautiful. The yellow's got a little bit of extra, I don't know, like an extra colour in it to me, and the red a little bit as well, or the Cameo Coral. You could, it looks like it's kind of Poppy Parade, but working down to coral down here, but I'd say that's probably what it is. A lot of sparkly cards coming your way, and you can't go wrong with that. Also, these would be nice for Christmas, some of these colours, so yeah, let's throw that in there. And then I'm almost out of all the things I particularly wanted to show you, even though I do have other things. There's a couple of papers that I ended up getting. I wanted to do my Mother's Day class with this penned paper. It's called Hand Penned Designer Paper, and you can see one side's got like a watercolor flower on side, and the other side has just like a basic all over design. So same with all of them. So this one's got the stripes, this one's got all over little flowers, and that's in Garden Green. So these are really, really nice. I really like them. I thought some of these colours were more of the new colours. The only new colour that is actually in the paper is the Pale Papaya, which is here, and you can see it's in the paper here as well. I thought that this would be the new Freesia colour, but it's not. It's actually Highland Heather. But when I put my my little bit of Freesia ribbon next to it, it goes really nicely. So I was still able to make it work with in colours and those ribbons. So This is really, really soft. If you like soft type of cards and colouring and projects, then you'll love this paper. And it's absolutely beautiful. It matches the hand-penned stamp set and dies. Then I have not even opened this yet, although I did look at Bronwyn's paper. I'm opening this one. I bought this for two reasons. One, I'm in a group that's actually showcasing this paper next month. However, the real reason I bought it is because there's so many of the new colours in it. So it actually, when you look at the back of it, it's got Blackberry Bliss, can't say it. Blackberry Bliss, Bumblebee, Calypso Coral, Evening Evergreen. So there's a new colour. Fresh Freesia, another one. Pale Papaya, another, and Polished Pink. So and Soft Succulent. So all 5 in colours are in this paper. Plus there's also a little bit of a couple of other colours as well, like Soft Sea Foam, and like I said, the Blackberry Bliss. So these go really, really nicely with your new colours. So that was the main reason why I decided it was a good paper pack to get, because it has those colours in it. And also I believe that you can actually use the dies to cut the images out of this paper as well. So if you don't have the stamps, you can still make do with the paper and the dies. But yeah, aren't they nice? So there you go. That's really what I wanted to show you today. I don't have a lot of other, I do have some other products, but these ones, the ones I've shown you, are my absolute favourites. So, okay, so I hope everyone has a great week. Lovely to see you here this morning. Tell me what you think, what your new favourite colours are, and which are your new favourite products so far. Next week we go live, so if anyone has any questions about that, if you have sent catalogues out using the mailing selector, can I please suggest, I'm trying to be better at this as well, but the best thing you can do is, if you're sending catalogues out to people, follow them up. Send them a card, or even better, pick up the phone and just ring the people and just say, have you got your new catalogue? Did you like it? What did you think? You don't even have, you're not asking for a sale, you're just having a conversation. And you never know where those conversations lead. I think people just like the connection, and they like to know that you care enough to ask. And once again, that comes back to serving your customers and making sure that they're getting the best value for their money. Okay, I hope you have a great day, guys. Good luck with the recruiting special next month, and I hope the new catalogue is an amazing new season for you, that you'll find lots of customers who are just so happy to have it and excited that they get to order new stuff. All right, I'm excited too. See you soon, girls. Bye-bye.